Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. And today I'm continuing my Disney movie marathon by reviewing the third Toy Story film in this particular franchise. And of course, as always, let's talk about the plot of this particular movie, shall we? Oh yeah. In this particular film, we see that Andy, Woody's owner, is now 17 years old and he's about to go to college at that age, and his toys have not been played with for quite some time, for years. He intends to take only Woody with him, but he puts Buzz Lightyear, Jessie, and the other toys in the bag to be stored in the attic. However, the mother, Andy's mother in this particular movie, she mistakenly takes the box to a particular place for the garbage pickup. The toys, of course, escape, believing that Andy had intended to throw them away. And of course, that's a big mistake. There's a total big misunderstanding going on here. So they decide to climb up into this particular donation box with Barbie, and they are sent to the daycare. So that's pretty much the area in which the film takes place in, really, folks. However, the thing is, folks, Woody himself does, of course, follow them. He's just unable to convince them that the entire thing was a big mistake. And yes, there's a conflict because of that. So I guess that would make sense, folks. So this film was actually pretty good, folks. Yeah, which does surprise me, folks, because usually when a franchise reaches to a third part, it's usually really, really bad. So a lot of movies out there do suffer the third part curse. So thankfully, this one doesn't do that. So that's a good thing there, folks. Yeah, we do get to see that the character Sid from the previous film, the first one, actually makes a brief cameo. So that's cool, folks. I do like how this film starts off with these Western kind of thing going on in the beginning. We do get to see very familiar characters from the first film and the second film as well. So it does give the film a certain connection to it. So I really like that. So overall, this was a pretty solid film and I really liked it. The ending of the film got really dramatic. I'm not going to say anything really, folks, because I don't want to spoil it. But overall, folks, this film does have a good villain. I'm not going to spoil it who the villain is, but still, folks, it's a real good film as a whole. I did like the movie, and it's definitely a well constructed film as a whole. This film does have great animation. Again, the animation itself did improve over the last two, so that's the good thing right there, folks. He does have a good story, folks. Yeah, Barbie and Ken has their own little relationship going on. So everybody has to get used to the fact that they may not be played with the same person anymore. So there's that going on, some drama, of course. And of course, these characters are emotionally attached to Andy, so yeah, they have to get used to the fact that they may not be with him ever again. So of course, there's lots of good plot points in this particular film, folks. It does have a good story. I mean, yes, of course, it's a family movie, but that doesn't necessarily mean it can't have a good story. And it does have a good plot. There's good plot development and there's good character development. So the characters in here come off rather likable in their own way. So everyone has their own personality, so not everyone comes off cookie cutter. So I really like that aspect about the film. So my one point is saying is that, folks, there's great effort in this film. There's some passion. I mean, yeah, granted, the other movies made a truckload of money, but still, folks, it's fine to want to make money, but that shouldn't be the only thing that should be aimed for these particular movies. And so, yeah, folks, this was a well-rendered film, and I did like a lot of the aspects of the movie. The voice acting was top-notch, like I was expecting. The voice actors and actresses really did their role properly. And yeah, we get to see a few new characters in this particular movie, of course, which would make sense because you have to keep the story itself interesting. And of course, the music really helped the film, of course. The music itself wasn't too bad, of course. And I did like how this film was constructed with the characters. And the editing wasn't too bad as well, folks. The dialogue was really well written. And yeah, this film was made a few years after the first two films, of course, quite some time. But overall, folks, you feel like the characters are genuinely likable. And of course, there's some lot of moments I like to bring up. There's plenty of moments that I did like in the particular movie. So yeah, that's a good thing there. So the characters themselves did not come off out of character. Everyone stayed within character, of course. And I did like how this was done, folks. Oh yeah, it really was well put together. The camera angles were really good. So yeah, the camera angles and the way this film was placed together was really well done. So yeah, it didn't come off like some amateurish kind of a thing. That's good right there, folks. Oh yeah. So altogether, folks, I'll say this definitely gets a recommendation for me because it was a really good film. And I know some of the older, like I mentioned in my previous review, a lot of the older Disney fans may not be used to the fact that they're making CGI animated films. So yeah, if you're one of those people that really have that disgruntled attitude towards the new Disney films just because it's CGI, trust me, folks, just give this film a chance, and it will be delighted. It's definitely a delightful film as a whole. I did like this film in a lot of ways. I like this film just as well as the first two, and I thought this was really well constructed, really well crafted as a whole, folks. And so yeah, if you have not seen this film, give this film a chance. It's not that bad of a movie. It does not suffer the third part curse like majority of these films seem to do. So yeah, folks, Toy Story 3 is a great film as a whole. It gets an overall rating of a 9.0 10. It gets a 9.0 10 from me. And as always, thanks for watching and take care.